and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here. I'm making this video because my nails are a mess, so hopefully my nails don't distract you too much from the actual context of this video. But I wanted to take this brief moment. As you guys know, I've been pre-recording videos, and this topic pretty much just came to mind. I was going to record it at a later date, but like I just want to do it, you know. I was talking to someone that has the most beautiful cards, and I love watching her walkthroughs. Soul's Journey, I've mentioned her channel before. Congratulations on the growth of your channel, because her channel has been steadily growing in subscribers, which is well deserved. And she's just a wonderful tarot collector, and her tastes are just like, I love them. I feel like even though she has a large collection, she actually does collect decks that mean something to her, whether it's for the art style or using it or something like that. Like, I really get to know about her tastes when I watch her videos, and I appreciate it because I learn about a lot of indie decks that I never heard of and things of that nature. So she was doing a walkthrough, kind of what she's been up to video recently, and I already had plans, like I said, to make this video, but I was talking to her about that I continue to keep purging my collection. I do have a deck that's on pre-order that will be ready to be distributed by next year, so 2020. So we're a long way away from this deck, me getting it into my hands, and you know, and things like that. So, but other than that one deck that I happen to coincidentally, but nothing's a coincidence, right? Everything happens for a reason, kind of discover, and it really called to me, and I'm really excited about it, but I don't want to share what it is. One, I want it to be a surprise, and two, in case the deck is a disappointment, I don't want to encourage people to pre-order it and it ends up being crappy. You know what I mean? So, because it happened to me on a indie deck that I got that ended up being crappy, and I got rid of it. I was trying to support the community, but like the card stock in that deck was unusable. I used it for like one day, and the deck looked like it was already chipping, so it was bad. I think that she said she's going to, the deck is on hiatus now, and then she's going to she's collecting donations to kind of print them herself or something like that. I don't think I'm still going to buy the deck, even if she does that, to be honest, because I'm kind of wary of the quality. So we will see, and maybe I'll wait till other people buy it and give an honest review of it, then maybe. But anyways, getting back to what I'm doing here. So I wanted to do an updated tarot collection, oracle collection video. I think I want to document this journey that I've been having. I had a journey where I started going back to cartomancy, and that's still very prevalent and relevant in my practice. And I just noticed myself shifting away from certain forms of divination, and I kind of want to document it and share it with you guys that have been on this journey with me the last 2 years. I cannot believe that in 2 years we're over 1,800 subscribers. YouTube is making it kind of hard because it has like that 1.83K, which means 1,000. Really annoying. So it's 18, I think the last time I checked was like 1,830 something. But anyways, I don't know if I like that. I think that they should actually count our subscribers because we work hard to get them. So, but anyways, moving on. Unless you just don't want your subscriptions to be for people to be able to see them, that's fine. But I actually like mine to be seen, right? So anyway, so I'm doing a collection update video. So I'm going to start with my working decks that I have been working with the last couple of months and plan on working with within the next 4 months, maybe into 2020. These are my most used decks, and as of now, like my working decks that I've been working with some of them for years, kind of put them away for a while and kind of been called back to them. One of those decks is my soul deck Wheel of the Year, which I haven't really been talking about as of recent. This is like this one and another deck that I'm going to show you are the, like, definitely if I was to do a top 5, they would be on it, okay? This one is my soul deck. It's the Wheel of the Year, and the creator is, it's made by Los Caribo and by Maria Calerati, and art by Antoniela Platano. Okay, and it's just a homage to the Wheel of the Year, which I don't follow anymore. By the time of getting this deck, I was practicing paganism and Wicca and things like that. And even though I'm no longer following the Wheel of the Year, and my path has changed significantly since purchasing this deck, it is still very relevant to me, and I just love it. It is the deck I'm currently working with at the moment to do readings with and things of that nature. It's a beautiful, colorful deck. I have stopped using it for months. I'm talking about like months and months and months. At least anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Like, I haven't used this deck in a while. And all of a sudden I started dreaming about it and being called to use it. So these are the backs, and I've gotten nothing but like very powerful readings when I've done readings with clients or things like that, or yeah, my clients and stuff like that. I've gotten very accurate and powerful readings with it. Like, I connect with this deck. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a very well-known deck. It's not a deck a lot of people talk about or anything like that. But literally, like, if you describe me in a tarot deck, this would be one that you would describe me with. Like, I just really, really, really connect with it. I don't know what it is. Like, and it's crazy because when I first got it, I did not. So this deck is a deck that even if I never use it again, will stay in my collection. So I have it in this beautiful suede bag, and in my box. This is the box that I keep my main working deck that I use. I trade them out monthly. So for the month of September, I will continue to work with this deck. Okay. The next deck, and this one I worked with last month, and I was just so drawn to work with it because I had just been using a lot of just different versions of Rider-Waite. But now my other decks are starting to call me again and things like that. So there are certain decks that I will not be removing from my collection, even if I continue to purge. So the second one is the Hanson Roberts. And I had said on a video recently that if I could keep one deck, this would be it. And I stay true to that. And the Robin Hood is like right under that. So like, I love them so much. These are the backs. This has since been put in order because I have put this deck back. I worked with it the whole month of August, and I just get such beautiful readings with it. This is my backup copy because the other one that I had was just too worn for me to use it. I've been having this deck for several years and things of that nature. So, you know, things do wear down. I noticed the card stock has changed. I'm not too happy about some of the card stock in US games. I liked when they had their paper card stock. Some of them are starting to feel plastic and very thin and very easily damaged cards and stuff like that, because I do rifle shuffle. That is the way that I shuffle. I don't overhand shuffle. I can't. Like, it's not that I can't, but like, it's not. So I work and do time readings, so I have to be able to get the cards out and stuff quickly. So rifle shuffling is the method that I use for that. Third deck is the Albino Waite Tarot. These are actually in order of my favorites. I'm not even gonna lie. So, and this one I love as well. This is the backs. I'm not crazy about the card stock of this one either, but despite that, I love this deck so much. I love the tacky coloring. I get really good readings with this one, and pretty much cannot like see myself not having it in my collection. So definitely loving this deck. So this one is great, and would definitely be number 3 for me, if I had to number them. For professional readings, that's my 3rd favorite. Then we have my number 4, which is Robinwood Tarot. I love this deck very, very much, and I plan on using it in the next couple of months. Haven't used it in so long and just feel called to use this deck. So putting it back on the rotation as a working deck. I love this deck. Like, I just do. It's so 80s. It's so, oh no, it's just like tacky and good. And I love the coloration. I love the cardstock. There's nothing about this deck I don't like. It was a very good deck when I was transitioning from Cartomancy and Doreen Virtue, because it didn't have the scary double card, which at the time I was not ready to work with, and things of that nature. I've always been a very blunt reader, but just the double card I kind of struggled with because of religious issues that I had. So that one's number 4. And then number 5, no, then number 5, let's be real here. Then my top 5, I'm going to put this one back. This will be number 6, okay? So number 5 would be the original Rider-Waite Tarot. Oops. Okay. Oh. And this is my favorite version. Well, my 2nd favorite version of Rider-Waite Smith, because my favorite version at this time is the albino Waite Tarot. So yeah, this is hands down top 5 deck in my collection. I adore this so much. So yeah, I definitely it's going to be in my rotation, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that I plan to keep in my collection. So these 5 for personal readings and things like that are no negotiations. Okay, number 6, because I usually have 6 working decks that I rotate, so they get used twice a year, basically 2 months a year, because I like to, you know, change things up so I don't get bored with the art and stuff. It will be my Morgan Greer. The box looks terrible, I know. This deck I love. Definitely on my top 10. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a top 10 list, Morgan Greer will make it. I've had a lot of people love it. The coloration is amazing. It is just beautiful. Just gorgeous. Like, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. My favorite card in the whole deck, by the way. It's just a gorgeous deck. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a beautiful deck. The cardstock is amazing. It's old and it's just stood the test of time, and I love reading with it. I plan on reading with it in these next couple of months. It's going to be on my rotation. So those are the 6 that I plan on working with continuously for the next, you know, most likely even into 2020, at least the next 4 months. Most likely until 2020. We will see how that goes, but for right now I want to really work with these decks. So those are my working decks and that are part of my collection. So now we're going into self-work tarot. So tarot decks that I use to read myself with an honorable mention. This is my study tarot. So this will be deck 7. Right now I'm studying the 4 of Cups. I study the symbology, why each deck has a certain coloration, the history, that kind of stuff, because I am a nerd when it comes to anything that I'm interested in. So I do a lot of studying. even of my magical practices, so on and so forth. So that's my study one. The plaid backs is my study tarot. This is my traveling tarot deck. So when I go away on trips, I either have a deck of playing cards or I take my little centennial deck and travel with this little guy whenever I am traveling, because I do travel to clients at times, so business trips and things like that. And if I need to do any form of divination while I'm doing healings, exorcisms, anything like that, this is my go-to. I can also keep appointments if people are booked during that business trip and I'm staying in a hotel and I have some free time. I could read them with the Centennial. It's in my bag, so that's why I bought the 10, because those are good. So yeah, okay. And then these are for self-work. That may actually, you know, transition to working decks in the future. This guy, I want to work with these next year, so they remained in my collection. And these are the decks for reading myself with, doing divination on myself or family members, because I like to keep things separately. But it's not to say that I won't use this one in the future for clients, because I have. And I've gotten very spot-on readings with it. So, but for right now, I want to work with the 6 that I showed you. For myself, I like working with crystal visions. Crystal visions I used to use with clients. It doesn't mean in the future I won't, but for right now, I like using this deck for myself. Spell work and just for divination and things like that. This deck has left my collection before. I had given it to someone that she was my daughter's friend, and well, she's still my daughter's friend. She was starting on her pagan path. So this is my backup copy. Some of the cards are have a little wax and stuff, because I do keep them in the altar with candles and stuff. I ended up getting it back because I missed it. So even though I don't use it as much as I use the other 6 working decks, I do feel like it has a reason to be in my collection. The Afro-Brazilian Tarot was one of the newer decks I added to my collection. I have a walkthrough of that one. And that one's currently on my reading altar because I'm doing readings for myself with it. This is the card that I pulled for today. The artwork is beautiful. Hate the little white book. Throw it away. It's a lot of prejudice things in there, but a lot of people don't keep the little white book anyway. But the art is beautiful, and I have actually been able to, you could tell I'm using it right now, been able to really get some beautiful and powerful readings with this one. So I'm going to continue to work with it for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm going to rotate it out for the next deck that I plan to, you know, work more with and things like that. So it has been very good. I was able to connect with it. I don't know that in the future if I would use this deck with clients or anything like that. I love the backs. But we will see. But for right now, it just feels like a deck that I want to, you know, work more with for myself. I feel a very strong ancestral connection because if you don't know, I do practice African traditional religious practices. I do serve both Loas and Odishas. So this one being dedicated to the Odishas and them actually looking like African deities has really resonated with me, and it's just a beautiful deck. I wish it came with the book. You know, I hope the creator actually later on makes a book for it or something like that, but I know Los Caribbean usually never does that. So I think I'm going to put this one back. I'm going to take the ones that are, yeah. The next deck is part of my self-work that I want to work with this upcoming year and stuff, is the Visions Quest Tarot. I don't see myself getting rid of this one. It just feels so Taino and Apache to me, like it helps me to just feel rooted in my culture and things like that. And like I've always said, I don't need decks to connect with my ancestors. I have a very beautiful relationship with them, and very blessed that they communicate with me directly, but I still like to read myself with cards that of people that look similar to me, and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. So this one is Vision Quest. And then this one is the Spanish Tarot, which is another one that I feel culturally connected to because I do have, you know, Portuguese and Spanish ancestry. I know how that ancestry was made, you know, slavery and things like that. But however, I do see a place in my collection for this because I know that my ancestors did read with Spanish playing cards, so this feels like the Spanish playing cards to me. I love that the titles are both in English and Spanish. I think this deck is beautiful, and I'm going to continue to work with this one. And you know, I might actually evolve to putting this one in Maria Celia into the working deck for others. But I just want to spend some time with them, you know, and things like that. Sometimes I just want to spend some time with certain decks before I would consistently read clients with them and things like that. Dreams of Gaia is another one that is still in my collection. I switched from the backup copy to the original copy. I went back to it. I don't like the new copy, the new version. I like the plain black backs. And if anybody has a copy of this one in good condition, I would actually buy it from you because I don't like the backup that I got. Just to have a backup to this one, because again, I don't like the new cardstock and I don't like the backs of the other one. I like the original one. And unfortunately, I should have bought a backup copy when I first got this one, but I didn't. So Dreams of Gaia, I love. I used it for months when I first got it. I was going through a really hard time in my life. It gave me very blunt readings, and this is a must-have for sure. Like if I did a top 10, this would definitely be on the top 10 of decks and things like that. So the Mermaid Tarot, love this deck very, very much. I like this one better than Dame Darcy deck, which I did end up getting rid of the Dame Darcy, and I'm okay with that because this kind of filled the void of the Dame Darcy deck. This one filled the void. It has diversity. The Dame Darcy deck had diversity too, but she had too much conflict with people saying she stole the artwork. The deck was way overpriced for me. And the new versions are even more expensive. So I just like this. It doesn't have the weird bordering. And I don't know why I just was not attracted to her art style. I'm sorry for those that love Dame Darcy, but I just had it for collection reasons, and I sold it. So it's been rehomed. I have to send it out to the new owner, so it is not part of my collection any longer, and things of that nature. So this deck, the Mermaid Tarot, I love it so much. It is just beautiful, and very happy to have it in my collection. It's one of the newer decks I've gotten. And then I have the Odisha Tarot, which I bought a backup copy of this one because sometimes some decks are going out of print, even mass-produced one, like the Victorian Fairy Tarot, which I also have sold for a good price, so it's no longer part of my collection. So this is the backs. I love the Odisha Tarot. I've already said the court cards are not my favorite, but I do love the way that the Odishas are portrayed in it, and things like that. And I do love the art style. I've always read with this one for myself, and I think I'm going to continue to read with this one for self. Love the guidebook that comes with it and things of that nature. So these are the decks that I use for myself. Some will evolve to working decks for others, and some will most likely stay in my private collection. All right, so now it's the third category. So I had working tarot decks, one was an honorable mention, was a study deck. I showed you my different decks that I work for myself, that I'm studying with more closely, and then possibly moving into a working deck. Like my bra strap showing is kind of really annoying me right now, this shirt. Sorry, but anyway, so now the third section is going to be miscellaneous decks. Now, before I did this video, when I did my first, my second in my channel collection video, at the time I had 63 decks, 30 tarot decks, and 33 oracle decks. This is what's left of my oracle collection, and I'm pretty much done with my tarot. So that's all that's left of my tarot collection, which I had 30 decks. I have way less than that. I'm going to give you the total of decks I have altogether, counting all the systems, and you will see there's a big difference, okay? And some of these are newer, so I got rid of even more, but I just added new ones, so I had even less, actually. So this is one of my newer ones. I call it the fortune telling cards. I have a problem with this, but the deck itself I love. It has the little backs, it has the book, whatever. Like, people know cartomancy is my first love, so I love working with this one. It's its own system, honestly, but I like using it for myself. I don't really see using this one with clients. I did like working with it. I think I'm going to further work with it to decide if I'm going to keep it in my collection or not. But so far I'm leaning towards yes. So far I'm leaning towards keeping it, but we will see what happens. And it was very inexpensive. It was like less than $10. So I have my Spanish playing cards again because I love cartomancy. So and I did a walkthrough of this one too. It's one of my recently obtained. This one does not have 52. This one has 42 cards, and I've given readings with this one as well, and I love. I mostly read myself with it. I've read clients with it, gotten very accurate readings, and family members and things like that. And these are the backs, and I love these because I have family that actually read with this deck of cards. It's why I love the Spanish Tarot, because it's the tarot version of this deck, in my opinion. So these are the Spanish playing cards, and I got this for like maybe $4 on Amazon, so it was very inexpensive. Madame and Doras Fortune telling cards has stood in my collection as well. I love this deck. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, some people like it, some people don't. I like this deck very much. It's still part of my collection. I will continue to use it and things of that nature. I have my own form of reading with this deck, which is completely intuitive, and it's given me some wonderful readings. I am edged this one, even though it has like horrible cardstock, it has actually lasted better than the Illuminated Tarot, and which makes me sad because this one costs less than $20. So, and the Illuminated Tarot cost me over 40, so that made me kind of sad about it. But I'm gonna stop talking about it because I feel bad. I found somebody who wanted it, and I gave it to them because they're a collector, so they're not going to really use it anyways, but I just felt bad having it in my collection. So like I said, if they do come up with better cardstock and everything, I'm gonna wait till people do some honest reviews, and then I might actually get the second edition of that. But yeah, the Madame and Doras, love the deck. Use it a lot on myself. Have used it for other people, have used it for readings. I feel like you can do a whole reading with that one. Like, I love it. This is a newer one, which I have a walkthrough of this. I haven't downloaded it yet. It is on the download schedule, so I should be downloading this one. Maybe I might download this walkthrough and then this video comes after. I don't know. We'll see, because I have all my download on a schedule. So I'm not downloading videos in the order of which I record them. So like I said, I'm pre-recording videos now. It's something that works for me. So the Illuminated playing cards, and this is a homage to the cartomancy that I did in my life. So there's 2 decks in here. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to do my favorite version because this one is like the golden one, and then you have the darker blues. So I love this deck. Like, it's just beautiful. I love reading with playing cards, so this is like right up my alley. I'm planning to work on this one for the rest of the month of September. For myself, I can see myself reading clients with this one as well, but I just want to spend some time with it myself. It comes with a little guidebook, if you want to call it that. But I, with this one as well, read it the way that I read regular playing cards, so it may not be the same as the book, but like I said, I read playing cards the way that I was taught, so and things of that nature. So everybody has their own form of reading playing cards. The Halloween Oracle is a deck that I'm going to be working with exclusively in the month of October and could not see myself getting rid of. So those were the 4 playing cards type decks that I have, and these are the last 3 Oracle. Because the Madame Dora is kind of like cartomancy, Lenormand type of deal. So it's his own thing. But this is the Halloween Oracle. It's one of the few Oracle decks that I kept in my collection. I literally only kept, if you count Madame Dora, 3 out of the 33. So, and I feel good about it. So this one I only work with on Halloween, to be honest. So it's like once a year. So I want to keep it. I love it. So it's, to me, it's unique. It's its own thing, and I love it. So, and then these last 2 decks of my collection, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, and this deck is not in order because I'm currently working with it, so I'm just going to show like a few things. I love this deck, so it's doing its own thing right now, but I love this deck. I read with it. I pull a card like every 2 weeks, every 3-4 weeks, and just kind of work with it when I feel like I need to balance certain chakras and things like that. So, and I do like meditations around it and things like that. So, and self-healing. So that one's one that I used on myself. And then last but not least in my collection, the Enchanted Lenormand. I no longer have the Pixie Lenormand. I just felt like I needed just one Lenormand deck in my collection. So this one I love because in the people card, there are people of color. I love the size. I love the crystal ball. And I had a reader read me with this deck, and I instantly loved it. I've been really connecting with Lenormand and just loving reading with it. This is the extra card in there. These are the backs of them. I love this because the thing with Lenormand, it wasn't that I couldn't read with them. I never liked the art style of the decks that I had or the decks that are available. It's why I haven't really gotten into Kipper. Because to me, like, the art matters. I have to be able to see the people of color. I have to be able, and then you have your Caucasian people. So you have choices. You can do same-sex readings. So even though I would do that anyways, but you can do whatever you want. So I love that. I love this deck for that reason. It's inclusive. Like, I like that. So, but yeah, so that's basically my collection. I feel like I only need to have one Lenormand deck. So that is my collection so far. And if you lost count, I have 23 decks in my physical in my home right now, and one on pre-order. So with that deck, that will equal 24. So out of 63 decks, I have limited my collection to 24 decks. 23 decks now, but 24 altogether with the pre-order that's coming next year. and I feel really good. I have first narrowed it down to 39 and then further purged from 39 to the number that I have now. And again, I've added like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 5 new ones. I got rid of decks like the Radiant Wise Tarot, the Centennial, Borderless, and all that stuff. I got rid of the Radiant, the Universal. Like I got rid of like the different versions of my Rider-Waite's. I only want those 3 that I have in my collection. Like I'm good with that. So I'm happy with the number of decks that I have. So yeah, 24. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm just really interested in seeing where this journey is going to take me in 6 months. Maybe I'll be like, why did I get rid of all those decks? Or maybe there'll be less. I don't know. So I can do a reading on it, but there's some things I kind of don't want to know. Like as a psychic person, there are things that I don't want to know. Sometimes I just want to see where the journey takes me. So this is one of those things. Like I just want to see where this journey takes me. So much love, light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Until the next video. And bye, guys.